Hello everyone, SoulsBorneFanatic here. Welcome to 2025. It's a brand new year and a brand new Elden Ring, as well as a brand new video. Since people typically skip January for videos because of the ad revenue being terrible, I'll try and upload at least two, because I want to make videos. But Elden Ring Nightreign, okay. So the network test is starting February 14th, and I signed up for it probably like 3 times. Now, there is very well a very good chance that I will not get into that network test because I'm not important enough. I don't have a hat on my head that says for sale, but I did sign up 3 times, so there's a very good chance, better than a one. But we'll see if I get in. I doubt it, but if I do, I will definitely cover that. But for now, I want to talk about things that I don't want to see from Elden Ring Nightreign before I were to even possibly be given a chance to play it. No 3-player limit, right? So they clarified this before saying, oh, you can do it solo or you can do it with up with 3 players, right? It appears that you can't do it with just 2. And that is very much so problematic, right? Because gamers don't have friends, myself included. So having one person join you is already asking a lot. Having two more, not two more, another one. Having another one is is asking in the impossible. Okay, so I'd like to see them change that to not gatekeep just someone who doesn't have a third person to play with. So they would have to play with just them by themselves or go play with some random guy who they don't even know. I think it would be cool to have 2 player co-op instead of just 3-player co-op. I don't really see why they couldn't do this. Maybe there's some alternative reason behind the scenes that we don't know yet. By looking at the boss fights, the 3-player co-op, they didn't show 2 players at all. So I don't assume that that's gonna happen, but I'd like to see that. This one will piss a lot of people off. Actual good co-op boss fights. I know this might be foreign to them. They haven't done this since like Dark Souls 1. But good co-op boss fights, I don't really see why they struggle so much to make good, meaningful duo boss fights. I don't understand. You have the Godskin Apostle, which was but you had a Mikula and Radon, which I guess you could call that a duo boss fight. People were still mad about that, but I like that one. I just want to see good duo boss fights, and I don't really want the same thing that we had with Elden Ring. I want a different experience, because this is a roguelike or roguelike, whatever the hell they were calling it. So I'd like to see them do that, because obviously they're going to do that. They were doing like a trio boss fight in the trailer where they're fighting like 3 of those wolves or whatever. They kind of look like the Rodigon dog, but I'd like to see them do that. Make interesting, unique duo, trio. Hell, we can even do four bosses, for feeling freaky. Up Dark Souls 2 with the trio boss fight they did. I'd like to see them do that. That's one of the most pressing things for me right now. So From Software is they're known for questionable network play at best. I'd like to see good network play, I don't think they're going to do PvP. I don't know. I haven't checked that at all. But if they were to do something like that, I hope it's actually interesting this time around. And for the co-op experience, it looks like it's going to be seamless. This is something that's already a given, right? Having that a good connection and it being like truly seamless is what I want. Very much so mirroring the seamless co-op mod from the PC. I don't want to disconnect in the middle after fighting a boss and then having to do it all over again, right? For the connection. And using that password system is just so jank, man. It's so jank. Hopefully they have like a party system or whatever, where you can just squad up before you even drop in the round of the roguelike game. That's what I want from a good network play. For number 2, it's seeing Radon again. I swear On Marika's tits, if we see Radon another time and he's a boss that you fight, there's gonna be an issue. I think it would be funniest if they just made if they just reused Shadow of the Ear Tree, Radon, and Elden Ring Radon, and just made that a trio boss fight. Because you have Mikula in there too. Just make us fight all three of those at the same time. And that'd be pretty funny, but don't make me fight Radon again. I'm sick of it. Don't make it happen. I expect Godwin, at least. Come on. Don't make me wait for Elden Ring 2 to see Godwin. Make me fight Godwin and Goidfree again. I think that'd be pretty sick. Make that a duo boss fight. I just really get sick of fighting Radon after a while, you know. So according to the trailer, we're going to be fighting bosses from other From Software games, right? It's supposed to be a collage of From Software, much like Elden Ring was a culmination of that Souls formula. This appears to be turning the formula on its head again, from going from a linear game to an open world game to an open world game to a roguelike. So I'd like to see them reference other games other than Dark Souls. Because you see the Nameless King in there, and probably the Gaping Dragon as well. And I don't want to just fight bosses from Dark Souls. I hope to see stuff from Demon Souls, right? That'd be pretty cool. Bloodborne even. And maybe even Sekiro, you know, if I'm feeling weird. Even though the Sekiro is not a Souls game, I think it would be cool to see other games on their catalog in there, which I expect. You know, I don't really think they're just going to do just Dark Souls. You have the Fire Maiden from It Looks in there as well, and I'm wondering if they might include other NPCs from other Souls games. Maybe even we get to talk to Maria from Bloodborne. That'd be pretty cool. What was that one character, Tomoe from Sekiro? You don't ever get to like see her, right? I just remember that there was this lady from Sekiro. I'm not really that big of a Sekiro person, so like someone probably knows what I'm talking about. The lady in Sekiro that's referenced that you never fight. Maybe you get like a secret boss fight with her. That's like a big stretch, but that'd be something really cool to see, you know. Make me fight bosses or characters from previous Souls games that were cut or just not fully finished. I think that'd be really awesome to see how they like go in and reinterpret what they were doing back then, you know. I think it'd be really interesting, really unique. But I don't know exactly how you make that work in a roguelike setting. I have no idea how this game's going to play, but it'd be very, very interesting. And since they're already revisiting old bosses like Nameless King and the Gaping Dragon, as I said, we could see bosses with new movesets, you know. I don't know if they're going to change the entire moveset. They might add like one thing to catch you off guard. I don't know. Something I'm literally looking forward to. Those are the 5 things I don't want to see in Shadow of the Ear Tree. Or do you want to see? It depends. You know, I'm just kind of just picking and choosing here. But tell me what you think about what you want from Shadow of the Ear Tree. Other than that, have a nice rest of your day.